Hey, what's up, babes? We are back at it again with another video. Welcome or welcome back. In today's video, we have more Tom Ford in the house. And if you're ready for today's video, keep on watching. Mwah! With this video, you already know the drill. I would love for you to be part of the Stephi Glam or us fam. So go down below and click the little red button so you can become part of it. So as you know, and if you don't know, now you're gonna know, Tom Ford came through with 3 quads with a beautiful new formulation. Each one, it is $89. They're made in Italy. I'm not reviewing all of them together. I'm doing dedicated videos for each one of them. Trust me when I tell you, they deserve it. We already got this baby out of the way. This one is Tiger Eye. And in case you haven't watched the video yet, don't tell me nothing because you're supposed to binge watch it. But I'm gonna be linking on my description box down below. This one is a beautiful warm quad and I'm obsessed with it. Now we're gonna be playing with the one that I have on my eyes, which is Smoky Quartz. And this is a whole matte situation right here. No shimmer, no sparkles, no nothing but mattes. Let me give you a little run through in case you didn't watch the first video so you can learn a little bit more about this new formula. This is infused with a pigment technology that combines the lush emollients and mimics the skin ceramide. And that's what's gonna make the shadow move with your skin. It's gonna travel a mile down your arm. Look at that. And they have no texture. It's like they melt in your skin. Cream formula, medium coverage, lightweight. When they say cream formula, this is more like a cream to powder formula. It's not completely cream. Buildable and it doesn't crease. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Just look at that. Peep that out. You see that? How the mattes, they look so yummy and like creamy and like almost wet without being a shimmer. I'm obsessed. I wouldn't even say that they're a satin finish because they have no type of sparkles at all. One thing that I do want to pinpoint to you is that they do come off a bit darker on your eyes and also on the swatches. Put this one to the side and I'm going to be swatching Tiger Eye really quick down here just so you have an idea how both of them look together. And as you can see off rip, there's a little bit more pigmentation right here than here. And this brown next to this one it is way more creamy. Of course, I have all my babies right here from Tom Ford, but I'm not gonna really pull them out because I don't see the point of it. Everything right here, it is glitter, shimmer, the topper sparkles, the wet to dry formula, satin mattes. I don't have a all matte quad like Smoky Quartz. I'm gonna be bringing you all up in my grill. Let me show you really quick how I created this look and stay tuned for my final thoughts. Alright, so let's tape it up because you know I'm a freaking freak when it comes to the line right there. With my Makeup by Ariel brush, this one is the 829. I'm gonna be picking up this shade. This one, it's a bit lighter than this one. And I'm applying it on my whole entire crease, keeping it below the crease. Because then we're gonna blow it up. Just packing the shade without blending. Same way this shade looks in the pan, it's looking on my lids. I appreciate that. With the same brush, diffusing this shade up. I didn't add no more pigment. I'm using whatever I have left on my brush and I'm picking up a little bit from here to blend it up. Look how beautiful that blended and look how smooth it looks on the lids. Wow. Moving on to this shade with my Ref 03 and I'm picking up a good amount. It's crazy, but this, it's not powdery at all. And I'm just stamping it on my upper lashes. Make sure you use a small brush because we don't want that shadow to be too thick. And I'm going to bring it all the way to my outer corner. On the eye, those two shades can look a little bit similar. So make sure you're using a good amount of this shade that we're using right now. I'm bringing it all the way to my outer corner. And make sure you're using a tiny brush because we don't want this shadow right here to be too thick. With my classic crease from Sonia G, I'm gonna be picking up the brown. I'm gonna apply the Matter V. First, I'm packing the shade and then we do the blending. That's the key. You have to place your color first and then you do everything else. I'm gonna be blending it right here on circular motions just to diffuse it a little bit. Whatever I have left on my brush, I'm gonna bring it to my crease. Now I'm gonna be moving on to my BK Beauty 202 and I'm gonna blend the brown that I have right here on my crease. Because this brush is fluffier, so it's gonna allow me to diffuse the color better. And I didn't use no shadow, this is clean. Now with my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna be blending the brown that I have on my crease. I'm not using the other brush because I don't want to deposit no more color. Plus this brush, it's fluffier and it's gonna diffuse things a little bit better right here. With the tip of the brush, I'm just gonna go through my whole crease, doing little circular motions. Softly. And back. With my 829 from Makeup by Ariel, I'm picking up the first shade that we used. And I only picked up a little bit. And I'm gonna use it right here to blend the edges of the brown. To make sure I don't have no harsh lines. And to transition those two shades together. No fallout. No fallout at all. Now I'm gonna be using a clean fluffy brush. This one is the 811 from Makeup by Ariel. And I'm doing the little stampy motions by my brow bone. This is gonna mix all the shades together. It's gonna make sure I don't have no harsh lines. And it's going to blend everything seamlessly. Just sit there for a little bit and do this until you see that everything is nice and smooth. We are gonna be cleaning the brow bone. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil. I always tell you guys about this, especially if you're a beginner. This is gonna be your best friend. After you apply, you can just blend it with your finger. Just tap it in a little bit, but I like to use a brush, something like this. The other side of the brush, I'm just gonna diffuse it a little bit. With my BK Beauty 204, this is a detail brush. I'm gonna be picking up the lightest shade and I'm applying it on the inner part of my eye. And I'm picking up a good amount of this shade. I'm gonna start right here and I'm gonna bring it up to my brow bone through the inner part of my eye. A little bit more for my tear duct. And also I'm gonna bring it in a little bit to the center of my lid. Just a little bit. Just for like a little shadow. Like that. I wish this color was a little lighter. Whatever I have left on my brush, I'm gonna stamp it on my brow bone. Applied a little bit of mascara. Now for my lower lash, I'm gonna be using my flat definer from Sonia G. I'm gonna be picking up a little bit of this shade and I'm gonna drag it along my lower lash. Side of the same brush, I'm gonna be picking up a little bit of the brown and I'm gonna stamp it on top of my lower lashes. Now I'm gonna be using eyeliner. This one is from Marc Jacob on the shade Popular. You don't have to use liner on your waterline if you don't want to. This is how the look will look without liner on your waterline. I like it with and I like it without it. I'm just applying it right now for like a little extra pop. This is a regular pinky pastel liner. I'm not sure if they have these ones available at Sephora anymore. I don't think so. But there's one from Anastasia Beverly Hills that is very similar, if not the same to this one. And you don't have to use a pink liner. This eye look will also look pretty with a brown liner. Alright babe, so we're done with the application part of this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the look. The whole time I was creating this look, I was thinking about this palette that I've been using almost every day lately. It's so clean, so easy to use. I love it. I actually had it on my eyes when I reviewed the Fenty Beauty new lipsticks, and a lot of you guys asked me, what's on your eyes? Please show me how you did that look. That is this. This is a super nude easy palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and guys, this is so like these two babies, they're so similar. This is also all mattes, no shimmer, no nothing. Don't mind the swatches. I'm gonna compare it to this one, and I don't want to redo everything again. This one is my go-to when I need nudes. The same way that you saw me creating this look, it is the same exact steps that I do when I create the look using this one. If you go back to the Fenty Beauty lipsticks video, you're gonna see that the looks look exactly the same. But this one with the Smoky Quartz, it's more pinky, more rosy, and this one is just more browns. But they are so the same. I love both of them. They're everything. Just happy because now I don't have to be stuck to this one. I can use this one and then the Smoky Quartz. You know what I mean? Depending on what I'm wearing. Let me swatch this one next to Smoky Quartz. The pigmentation is the same. They're buildable. They're so rich, so soft. So if you have this one, this is basically that. Look. Don't mind the first swatch. It came all fucked up. Look at that black. And look at this cream color right here. Alright, so here you have Smoky Quartz and Super Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. You see how they're basically the same, just this is more browns, more creamy, you get a black. I also like this light color way more than the lightest shade in the Smoky Quartz. Like I said before, I wish that in here we get something more like this cream color. This is just better for a base, better to clean up. It's better for the tear duct, for the inner corner. You know, this didn't really help me out too much. And though, don't get me wrong, it gave me a clean look in the inner corner of my eye. See, it's not giving me no shadow. It's not looking dirty. It did the job, but I like something more bright when it comes to my tear duct. Both of these formulations, they're very, very similar. They're beautiful, they're buildable, they're matte, but you see how they look like hydrated, they look yummy. They're not like this matte, they're like super, super dry, and then when you apply them to your eye, they look like dry the fuck up. No, this is not that. I love the fact that they're completely different when it comes to the color combination, but both of these palettes, they're so well put together. They are very similar when it comes to both of them having that matte, yummy formula. But definitely Smoky Quartz from Tom Ford, it is a bit more creamy, a little bit more yummier. And it's just so lightweight, guys. Like, it have no texture. Like, even to the touch. Like, you touch it with your finger and it's like, where is it at? You know, the formula is just so thin. I appreciate the fact how Tom Ford is giving us something for everybody, because when it comes down to the gritty nitty, they each his own. You love matte, you have this one. You love shimmers, you have the other two. I'm really big when it comes to matte eye looks. I love how they give a nice clean vibe. When it comes to shimmers, glitters, and stuff like that, you have to be careful. You have to keep that glitter or shimmer exactly where you want it at, because they do have fallout. Things can get a little messy. They can emphasize texture, and we don't want that. I love how this matte shadows add dimension to my eye without drawing attention to the little fine lines that we have in our lids. That is so important for mature eyelids. That's one of the reasons why I love this baby from Tilbury so much, and I'm always recommending it for mature eyelids. I'm gonna be doing the same thing with this one. Comes to Smoky Quartz and Tiger Eye, I'm loving, and I recommend you both of them the same. But Smoky Quartz does have a little bit more pigmentation than Tiger Eye. This one is a little bit more sheer. You do have to do a little bit more building up. All mattes or all shimmers, it's the formulation of this quartz for me. They don't crease and they're not gonna emphasize the little lines on your lids. My personal opinion, I do love a little bit more the formulation of this new quartz than the ones that I already had. We got one more. Don't forget to stay tuned for the review on the Rose Topaz. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section down below which one do you like more. Thank you again for another great video. I love you all so damn much, to the moon and back. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I hope now you're considering subscribing and staying with me forever and ever. So go down below and click the little red button and make sure your notification bell is on so YouTube can notify you every time I upload new videos. Mwah! See you on the next one.